Now, Shweta is asking, what exactly is the present? Outdated question. We just answered it. You know where she is coming from. Vivu V said that all this business of living in the present is shady. And there is just too much talk of living in the moment, living in the now, seizing the moment, seizing the present. And how does he substantiate his viewpoint? He says, you just cannot know the present. The fact is, if you are looking at an object and you say, this is there in the present, then you are missing a simple point that light rays from that object take time to reach your eyes. By the time you perceive that object is no more there. It has changed. Not only does light take time to reach from the object to your eyes, even your system takes time for the electrical impulses to be transferred and for your brain to process the data. So by the time you perceive the object might as well not be there at all. Look at the night sky. You see so many stars twinkling. You know, several of the stars that you find twinkling are actually not there at all, because light has taken several years to reach you. They are so far away that light from those stars actually takes several years to reach you, sometimes hundreds of years to reach you, even thousands of years to reach you. So by the time light comes from that star to you, that star has just gone. Finished. So VVV is using that route to tell you that this business of living in the present is quite stupid, the way it is talked of. People say live in the present, focus on what is happening right now. You do not even know what is happening right now. Your information is always outdated. Just as, Shweta, your question is outdated because we have already answered it. Now how would it feel if we again answer this question? It would be stupid to again take this up because it has already happened. Right? That's what is meant by living in the present. You have to see what is really there. And the problem with living on the basis of senses is that you can never know what is really there. Senses always operate with a time lag. Senses always operate with a time lag. Then Shweta says, but Acharyaji, it is a very small time lag. How is it a problem if senses operate with a time lag? It is after all only a small time lag. Shweta, how do you know it is small? On what benchmark? You know, this time lag is the lifetime of many small organisms. She says it's after all just delta t. Do you know there are so many organisms that just take birth and die in this delta t? Will they say it is a small time lag? You are saying it is small based on your own human life cycle. You are saying I live for 80 years. So if information is reaching me 0.08 nanoseconds late, how is it a problem? After all, I live for 80 years and 0.08 nanoseconds is minuscule, immaterial in front of 80 years. It is not a question of how big the time lag is, Shweta. The thing is, there is a time lag. And the presence of the time lag simply means that that which you are calling as present is not present. Therefore, this entire business of living in the now, enjoying the present, is foolhardy. Not only it is foolhardy, it is very, very materialistic, superficial. People say living in the now means, if you are eating something, focus on what you are eating. If you are talking to somebody, focus on the discussion. No. That is not the real way. Spirituality says it does not matter who is there with you or where you are in an objective sense. Always be with the truth. That is called living in the present. Living in the present does not mean be with the person fully. That's what proponents of the now or present business say. No? They say if you're talking to someone, be fully with that someone. Or if you're eating, be fully with your food. Isn't that what they say? No, that is not what we mean by living in the present. Living in the present means it doesn't matter who you are talking to. It doesn't matter who is by your side or in front of you. Before you are with that person, you must be with truth. That is called living in the truth or living in the present. It doesn't matter whether I am with you, with this body, with him, with anything. There must be a third one as well. So I am with you, there is this body, this object, and there is that object, your body. Living in the present means there must be a third one as well, and always. And the one inside this body must be with that third one. Maybe this body is with that body. Maybe this body is with that body. But the one that I am, the eager consciousness, the thirsty consciousness, must always be with the third one. That is called living in the present. And what's the name of that third one? Present. That's why it is called living in the present. So I live in that. My body is with your body, but I am with. It is some kind of an absent-mindedness. Living in the present is the art of absent-mindedness. Please be absent-minded. Let your body be anywhere. Your mind, your little self must be with him, with that. Body, you do not have much control over. Things are so accidental, no, are they not? You sleep and in the morning when you wake up, you might discover that you're in Africa. Is it not possible? You're sleeping and a little bit of chloroform did the trick. And when you opened your eyes, it was all hula lala. So you do not know what would happen to the body. Or you might sleep and you discover that you never wake up at all. Is that not possible? Of course, you won't discover that. But that is very much possible, right? So the body is an accidental thing that takes birth out of an accident, often dies accidentally. So the body can be anywhere. I will be with that. That is called living in the present. If living in the present does not mean that if you are with a melon, you keep concentrating on the melon. Living in the present means my eyes might look at anything. The intellect might process anything. But my core would always be that one beloved called that. Oh, a variety of names can be given to that. I will be absent in some way to whatever is going on. That is called real presence. Your core, your heart must be absent to whatever is going on. And that is presence. Getting it? Of course, you can't do that if you are very interested in what is going on. Therefore, to live in the present, you must be a little detached. If you are very interested in her, how will you be present there? If you are very interested in what is going on, you cannot be present there. You will rush back and you will say, I have to be here, you see. Something quite delicious is happening here. Therefore, when you look at the eyes of saints, what you discover is an absence. Even if the saint is looking at you, he's not really looking at you. A great example is Gautam Buddha himself. He's not even looking at you. His eyes are half closed. Even figuratively, he has made it quite clear that he's not interested. You might be sitting in front of him, his eyes are half closed. So he is present and he is absent to you. Absent to you, present to that. In his vocabulary, that is called as a void. Or if you look at a portrayal of Kabir Sahab or Nanak Sahab, their eyes too are half closed. If Kabir Sahab's eyes are half closed, then he will say, I am present to Ram. If Nanak Sahab's eyes are half closed, he will say, I am present to Karta Purakh. One thing common amongst all of them is they are not too interested in this or that. Their body is present, their senses are present, their intellect is present, memory is present, the entire physical paraphernalia is present. Their essence is absent. And that absence is what makes them so beautiful. And you look at the eyes of the common man. When he is with something, then he is drooling from the eyes. It's almost as if he wants to eat up using his eyes. You can almost see the tongue rolling out from the eyes. He is so present to what? To the objective company. He is with objects and he is salivating from the eyes. He is very present to the objective company. Unfortunately, that is what is being taught today in the name of spirituality. They are telling you to be present to objects. Whereas the art of presence is about being absent to objects and present to that. Do you see the great difference? Look at any photograph of Raman Maharshi in which he is looking straight at the lens. You will feel as if he is looking through you. He is not looking at you. Even if he is looking straight at you, you feel he has an X-ray vision. You don't matter. His eyes are looking beyond you, through you. He is not very interested in your physical form. The eyes are somewhere else. But this you can note or register only if you are very sensitive. Otherwise, you will mistake the eyes of Ramana Maharshi as the eyes of somebody else. The ordinary and dangerous lover looks at you. The great beloved looks through you. Therefore, you want to avoid him. He just sees through you. And that's why his love is so deep. That's why he can really help. He knows you inside out. Because he knows something beyond you. Getting it?
Regarding being absent, as you were speaking, I can only imagine it as not being there in thoughts.
What does it mean to be absent to objective company? It means to be related to objects not via the thread of desire or fear. I said when we look at someone, we drool from the eyes, right? What does it mean? We want something from that which we look at. What does it mean to be absent to you, to look at you, but desire not from you? And how can that happen? When I know the fact of living, when I know fully well that you cannot fulfill my desire, then I will look at you, but I will be absent to desires from you. This is a good question for everybody's clarity. Being absent to the objective world does not mean that you will look at a pothole and still fall in it, or that you will walk straight into somebody's nose and say, my teacher taught me to be absent to your objective presence. I do not perceive or acknowledge you at all. Who are you? You don't exist. I am present only to the beloved. He will say, I'll send you to the beloved. It means look at the world, but want nothing from it. Why? Because your wants are being fulfilled somewhere else. Be a little sharp. Don't be so stupid. The real thing is up there. So look at all this, but don't start buying. Huh? The world is a great shopping complex where everything is fake. The real stuff is somewhere else. So walk through this shady market, but don't get into a deal. That is what is meant by being absent to the market. Don't engage with it in a psychic way. All right, you are there, yes. Fine. One of the things. Suchness. That's what the Buddha called it. Yatha tatha, tathata. The way it is. Yatha tatha. Tathata. The way it is. Nothing more to it. There is nothing more to it. It is only just this much. There is nothing more to it. But that's not the way the common man looks at the world. He looks at something and imagines that there is a lot more to it. So what do you do when you look at a car? It is not just car. There is no tathata. When you look at a car, what is it? Dreams and this. Lots. What do you do when you look at a pretty woman? She's not merely one woman. You start seeing two puppies around her. To look objectively, to look absently means the woman is just a woman. She is not woman plus plus. We don't see, we see plus plus. Don't we? That is why everything is a challenge or an opportunity. Because of the plus plus. Have you ever seen anything without having any demand from it, or without having any desire towards it, or without having any fear towards it, without having any kinds of psychic relationship with it. It doesn't happen. If you look at anything even for 3 consecutive seconds, the thing starts to have a meaning. Suchness is lost. If you look at anything even for 3 consecutive seconds, it starts having a meaning for you. A story comes up. Being absent to the things means the absence of the story, not the absence of the thing. The thing is there. The story is not there because I am not desirous. I am not salivating. Are you getting it? The thing is just what it is. Yatha tatha. Jaisa hai, वैसा है. There is nothing more to it. What is a grand mansion? A grand mansion. What is death? Death. It has no meaning. Now, are you afraid? If death has no meaning, are you afraid anymore? That's what. You are absent. You are absent to the meaning, to the story, to the desire, to the fear. Are you getting it?